Everybody gear up. It's Orville time. Yes, it is. How's the angle on this? There, you can see the pug that way. All right. So yes, this one is Mortality Paradox. I really don't have a lot to say about this one. I wasn't super impressed with this episode, honestly. It was all right, but I really kind of called it from the after Seth or Captain Mercer, basically right before he died or as he was dying as the plane crashed, called it that something is testing, or not testing them, but experiencing death through their eyes. So, yay. It is, they are kind of Q-like, honestly. But I don't know, it just wasn't all that exciting to me, this episode. I don't know what it was, but it just wasn't quite what the last two episodes have been. So I'm glad to hear that, BJ, and hopefully you're glad to hear that as well. See what I did there? Yeah, so all in all, a pretty good episode. I really wish that Charlie Burke would shut her fucking mouth about Orville, about Isaac. I'm getting really sick and tired of that. It's getting old really quick, and she doesn't look good doing it, so she needs to stop. So, hello, Lifted Brothers. Olivia, look, Cap, I gotta be honest. The goatee is too short, and you need more pointy. It's getting there. I'm growing it back out again. So, I'm okay, Jack. BJ says, I thought it was a great episode, very TOS. Yeah, I've only seen it one time. Me and Sylvia watched it like 2 hours ago. It was all right. It just wasn't what I was expecting after the first two episodes this season. That's all. This would have been a great Strange New Worlds episode, but for the Orville, I just don't know, man. I love how Captain Mercer is like, we're getting kind of sick and tired of this bullshit. It's like, yeah, that's what Starfleet captains probably want to say, but just wouldn't. So that was kind of neat. But it was a simulated hollow Charlie playing on their fears. Don't care. She was vocal enough in the first episode, so just she should shut her goddamn mouth, because it's really, if she keeps the hate on for Isaac, I'm just gonna get sick of her really fucking quick. This season is killing it for me. I love it. Yes, I love the new shuttles and the new fighter. The new shuttles are fantastic, and the Pterodon, the new fighter, is also kind of cool, but yeah, the new shuttles are a fantastic design. They really are. I'm gonna fix this goddamn arm of this chair. Not right now, obviously, but it's loose. Eric Martin is here, and he throws in $5. Thank you so much, Eric. Never seen the Orville, but always wanting to, watching alive and chilling on the couch. Dude, you need to watch Orville. I don't know why you're waiting. Just check it out. It's on Disney Plus if you have Disney Plus. Very much worth it, for sure. I know I knew the cave was another simulated trap. Seemed obvious. Yes, same here. I'm really upset with the Orville in this season, though, because there's no humor. There's no humor, and if it is, it's so subtle. I miss the over-the-topness of Seth MacFarlane humor that was in season 1 and season 2. now that it's on Hulu and it's New Horizons, I guess New Horizons means no humor. I don't know. I get that you're trying to do a serious kind of Star Trek thing, but I like Seth MacFarlane humor. I really do. So we need to see more of that. So please continue with the humor. I agree with you on Charlie's hate. It irks me wrong. Yeah. Joseph says yes, they need to resolve the Isaac hate with Charlie by the next episode. Yeah. She's a really attractive girl. Like somebody I, you know, want to see more of for sure. Like she's very attractive. But you turn on that hate for somebody and that attractiveness just goes right out the goddamn window really quick. And I didn't think it would happen this quick. I kind of tolerated her for the first episode. But dude, it's gonna turn her ugly real quick. Interestingly enough, that actress is dating Seth MacFarlane, so that's how she got on the show. He was dating the actress that played Alara in season one. During season one, they were dating, so now she's gone, and I don't know what's up with that. If that was because of their breakup or whatever. Apparently, I think she is coming back this season. Spoilers. I think I heard that. So that'd be kind of neat. I kind of miss Alara, but. What's the other girl's name? What? Talia. Talia. She's just as good. I think she's fantastic as well. So, Bortus isn't really killing it this season. Honestly, he had some better stuff in this one. Obviously, this was a boring episode. I really didn't enjoy this episode very much. The high school thing just annoyed me to no end. The plane thing was all right. The morgue thing was kind of learn a little bit more about the Mocklins, but the sea monster thing, it's all right, I guess. Best thing was the Kalons, though, pretending to be the Union fleet. That was kind of cool. But again, that was still simulation. And when the way that simulation ended was also super cool. With the Kalon ship like right there. Anyway. Million Ways to Die in the West is an amazing example of Seth MacFarlane humor and one of my favorite movies. We need more of his specific style of humor. And yeah, Anna Wintour is gorgeous. I thought they filmed under exposed night scene. Traditional way to film night scenes in daylight was great with the CGI stars out to the background. Looked real compared to old films. So I disagreed. That took me out of it. I get it that it was Seleia, the planet Seleia, but Mount Seleia is on Vulcan. Anyway, it's the planet Seleia. The day for night thing never impresses me, and it was too obviously day for night, but I get it. It's another planet, it has rings, its sky or its lighting at night would look different perhaps based on the light source, so it didn't really bother me too much. The stars in the sky was a nice touch for sure, but still, filming day for night never works for me, and I just do not like it. So, love the Doc Brown cameo in A Million Ways to Die in the West. Spoilers, man. Lots of old westerns had underexposed daylight shots for night scenes. Yes. When are you going to drink the wine I got you? Guys, we're doing a Trekyards or Drunkyards tomorrow starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 12 noon, we're going to start, and you guys can come on and super chat to get us wasted. I've got the wine that Eric gave me. I've got peach schnapps. I've got Fireball whiskey, essentially. What else do I have? Probably could dig up some other things should I need them. However, I don't think I'm going to need more than that. So you guys can come in and pay for shots. You can pay for just regular drinks. And it'll be interesting to see how it goes. It's our kind of our annual one that we do after our birthdays. It's kind of our birthday drunkyards. So come and wish us a happy birthday. My birthday was May 28th. Samuel was June 7th. So we've had our birthdays, but this is the drunkyards to hang out with you guys and just talk about whatever you guys want and have some drinks. So we hopefully you guys will join us. And Eric, that's the answer to your question. It'll be tomorrow. I'll be dipping into that wine. So at least they only had to abandon ship because this cause and effect style once. True. BJ throws in $1. Thank you so much. I have a fancy Nikon P950 camera that takes great night shots. Really brings out the stars while allowing you to see the landscape. That's cool. Drunkyards emojis. Yeah, pretty much. Jadic Productions. I feel like they missed out on Easter egg in this episode. Many Ways to Die in the West came out in 2014. Seems like we should be past worrying about spoilers. That was a joke. Spoilers. Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. It was a joke. One of my favorite sayings, it was a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. Claude says, personally, it was quite the contrary for me. I was very much entertained and was in it all the way. I loved the end. The payoff for the episode was worth it. Was engaged every moment. Yeah, I wasn't. I got pulled out of it immediately with the whole high school thing. I hate high school bullshit. Hate that drama. Hate the bully trope. Seeing who Randall was interesting. But beyond that, that really took me out of it. So wasn't really thrilled about that. The plane stuff, again, was just kind of... It didn't grab me this episode. That being said, I've only seen it once. I need to rewatch it. But, you know, it was just... So I'm glad it grabbed you. I'm glad it was good for you. It just wasn't great for me. So it's just the way it is. Squadra Course throws in $1. Thank you so much, Squadra Course. You're going to go for the last Super Chat slot here today as well, Squadra Course. I mean, tonight. You've already got the last Super Chat slot earlier, so... these episodes feed my craving for TNG-style episodes. Yeah, that's kind of the point that I think Seth is making. So... wait, what? Yeah, it was a joke. Jadic Productions. I think there should have been a teen in the school calling Meg and Mercer tell her to shut up. That would have been kind of funny. I like that. Eric Martin. I like silly humor movies like Airplane or Hot Shots, but they don't make them anymore. Everything has to be dark. Well, they couldn't make a lot of those movies anymore because everybody gets so fucking offended by everything. If you like that kind of stuff, you're gonna love Orville seasons 1 and 2, man. And once you get hooked with the show, which it takes an episode, you'll be... Actually, the first episode's a little weird. It was kind of them finding their footing. Second and third episodes get better, and then it just gets better from there. But the first episode's got a weird mix of almost too much humor. But if you like that kind of humor, Eric, you're gonna love Orville. And I shouldn't even invite you over until you've seen Orville. That's just the way it should be. Yeah. Damn it, Captain, I haven't watched the original trilogy of Star Wars yet. You spoiled it. Yeah, I don't care. Leia's also his sister, for the record. So, Leslie Nielsen was a genius. Yes. Jadic Productions, that would have been amazing. Yes, that would have been a great Easter egg. I like that. Don't call me Shirley. Squadron Course. No, not the joke. Vader. He's Luke's father? Maybe. Offending people is what is funny about them. Absolutely. Don't say no more. Yeah. Well. Boba Fett dies as well. Just putting that out there. I don't know. This was an alright episode. Like I said, I need to go back and rewatch it. I get that when people are saying it kind of reminded them of TOS. I understand that. Also felt like TNG, especially the end where Mercer's like, I think I want to live forever because I want to see what happens. As they were panning out the window there, I said to Sylvia, I'm like, that's a Riker line. That's exactly what Riker would say in 10 Forward after an episode like that. That he wants to see what would happen. He'd be the one that would say that he wants to live forever. I guarantee it. Out of everybody in TNG, he's the one that would say he'd want to live forever. So I thought that was kind of nice. And yeah, I just, the Charlie hate for Isaac was just too much for me. Just, that really annoyed me so much. I figured I watched the original trilogy after Obi-Wan episode 10. That's probably a good idea. That's the way to do it, yeah. Squadron Course, wait. If they had a way to make you forget a movie so you could watch it for the first time over and over again, what if they did? That'd be great. There's a lot of movies I would love to watch for the first time. And that being said, a lot of people kind of envious of me because I haven't seen, like Far Escape or Above and Beyond or Earth Above and Beyond, Space Above and Beyond, whatever it is. I just recently watched Firefly for the first time. I'm watching BSG for the first time right now. I'm like halfway through season 4. So they're like, you're watching for the first time? That's awesome. Sure, I might know a few things that I've heard over the years, but nothing really spoilery. And even if it is, I tend to forget that kind of shit. So, yeah, I would love to be able to watch certain movies for the first time again, like Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense I need to watch again for the first time, and you just never will, unfortunately. So I would, if I could pay to experience a movie for the first time again, I definitely would. I got a silence has lease feeling from this episode. I'm trying to remember what silence has lease, what episode that was. Where it's where silence has lease, I believe. I can't remember. Eric Martin, that nice beaver comment and Naked Gun cracks me up every time. Hell yeah. Charlie reminds me of a Bajoran. Yes, absolutely. I would like to see what happens as well, but only from a much broader point of view and not in a non-corporeal state of being. Claude's like, all right, gotta go to the store for wife. LOL, be right back. All right, Claude, enjoy. Have fun at the store for the wife. Let's laugh at him if he has to leave. And make the sound of a whip. How far are you on the new BSG? Have you made it to season 3? Did you not listen to me? I just said I'm halfway through season 4. So, yes, I've seen season 3. Eric Martin, as Scotty would say about erasing memory, any good bottle of scotch will do that. Yes. Oh, the Nagilum episode. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you'd say that. But just the place they visit, like the high school and the plane and stuff, it felt very 1960s. It felt like it could definitely be an episode of TOS. So I could easily put the TOS crew in this position and have this be a TOS episode for sure. But also same could be said for TNG. And like I said, that last line from Mercer would just be perfect for Riker. So yeah, I get it. I'm not saying it was a bad episode by any means. It's just compared to the first 2 of this season, I think this one just has been the lowest point so far. But hey, that's just me. Captain, what do you like better, Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi? As a child, it was definitely Jedi, but right now it might be Empire, except I love Akbar. For me, it's Empire Strikes Back. There's just so much great stuff in Empire Strikes Back, and from beginning to end, it's just nonstop stuff going on. Return of the Jedi, I also really enjoyed. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an Ewok hater or any of that stuff. I don't think it's an awful movie by any stretch of the imagination, like a lot of people do. But no, Empire Strikes Back is the superior film there, just because there's so much new tech, like the AT-ATs, the snow speeders. Like there's just a lot of great stuff. Plus that asteroid chase in Empire Strikes Back, the giant slugworm thing, Cloud City, getting to meet a new character, Lando Calrissian. There's a lot of really good stuff in Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi is a little predictable, a little bit. I can see that's out of the three of them, it's probably the weakest of the films in a way, but I don't mind at all. I still love Return of the Jedi. But if I had to pick, it would be Empire Strikes Back. Search for Spock seems my favorite Star Trek film. I'm a huge fan of Search for Spock. It kind of gets a lot of flack too because it's one of the odd-numbered ones. So it's one of the bad ones. I disagree. I think Star Trek 2, 3, and 4 are fucking great. A great trilogy of Star Trek films. If I had to erase other Star Trek films, honestly, I would keep 2, 3, and 4. Those would be the ones I would keep if I could just only keep 3. So... Did you like the Adama maneuver? I thought it was a clever original plan and well done for a TV series. Hell yes, that was amazing. It's strange that all their planet-side hollow fantasies were from the 21st century America. It'd be like 7 people today trapped in Elizabethan England. It wasn't, though. The Mauchline morgue wasn't. The Saleya scenes weren't. So, but I know what you mean, and I know what you're saying. I hear you. Glad you're not an Ewok hater. I've got the 2 movies, the 2 made-for-TV movies, Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor. I got them both on DVD. I think the Ewoks are great. I was a huge Wicket fan when I was a kid. Even had a little teddy bear. His name was Wowie, because I got him when I was like a kid, a baby, and the first thing I said when I saw him when he was given to me was Wowie, so it became his name. And my mom knitted a little like Wicket hood for him, all like jagged here, and it was the orange material, so he became my little Wicket. But yeah, so plus we are the Ewoks, we're the spirits from the forest moon. Ooh, we are the I used to watch the Ewoks cartoon all the time. Big fan of the Droids cartoon as well, because I've always been a R2-D2 fan. R2-D2 is the best character in Star Wars, hands down. So, yeah. I could also see this being a DS9 episode as well. Mercer handled this the exact same way Cisco would have, especially the scene where he tells those in control that he's done playing their game and it's all bullshit. I added the it's all bullshit thing, but I like that part, so yeah. Jadek says, I like the family spoofing of the original, or the family spoofing of the original 3 Star Wars movies, or the Family Guy spoof. I had an idea for a Family Guy spoofing of Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan. Yeah. I would love to see a Family Guy Star Wars or Star Trek spoof on that. Squadron Course, I don't hate Ewoks, they taste just fine if you leave them in the smoker overnight. Eric Martin, so if I show up with a cold case of Keith and I haven't seen Orville, you're going to turn me away, Cap? Yes. Yes, you need to answer 5 Orville trivia questions. I'll make it easy. Something that you don't need to watch all 3 seasons to know. But yes, you do. I mean, yes, I will turn you away. And don't just randomly show up. I don't do that. I need to know when people are coming to my house. I just don't like people randomly showing up. That always bothers me. So don't ever do that, any of you. Message me, say, I'm in the area, can I be there in an hour or so? Would that be cool? Let me think about it for a minute or 2, see what I'm doing that day, and then I'll get back to you. But never just stop by my house. That's unacceptable. Just saying. And not just you, Eric, I'm just talking in general. Yeah, let's see. They spent a lot of time in the high school and then the jetliner. I think a current time scenario would work better. likely due to filming on extra sets like TOS or Western Backlots in the 60s. Sure. It says they extracted it from their minds as well. It'd be interesting if one of them was thinking about their high school because, you know, the area around their high school had trees, so this is like where we went to smoke. I like that line too. What year is it? Are you high? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. That was pretty good. But no, so that's why the high school came in. And then, of course, the jetliner, I could understand that somebody remembered something from their childhood or their high school years where they went on a family trip and they were on a plane. And then that's what fed into that. And, you know, maybe Bortus's vision was because he hates flying or was afraid of dying in the crash. So he thought about the morgue where he saw a family member who was in an accident. You know, so like you can draw like lines between them, but yeah. It's called Manners and Respect. What is? Somewhere in Hollywood, there's a big fake high school set at a jetliner set. Claude is back. Dang. I hope you didn't hear what I said after you left. Anyone read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? They had a funny part talking about the grammar of time travel, future superfluous. Oh my God, tense. Why can't I speak? Plenty of high school sets to choose from. That's true. Too bad William Shatner was not on the airliner like in the Twilight Zone. That would be great. Not rocking up to someone's house without talking. Oh, yeah. Claude says, LOL, I didn't. I get the meaning though now. It's all good. You're a good man. Or asking about stopping by. Yeah. Every now and then, you know, it's fine if you're literally in the neighborhood and you swing by, because I just personally don't like that. I suffer from anxiety and depression and stuff, so when people just randomly show up, it throws off the whole vibe of my day. Like, I need to be informed as to if someone's coming by. So, but that's a whole other conversation. So, hold on, I need to check something. I got a message sent to me that I've got to look at. This is the way. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm back now. So I mean, one of the best things of this episode for me was obviously seeing the Union fleet come in with the dreadnought. I fucking love the dreadnoughts in that. I just love dreadnoughts. And then the other ships coming in looked great. And then the fact that Isaac's like, those are Kalon ships, and then they like turn into Kalon. That was awesome. It was awesome. The only thing I didn't like about that though was Charlie being a bitch, because that wouldn't fly on my bridge, man. I don't care if I was dating her or not. That shit, keep your bigotry in your quarters, as Kirk would say. That's just fucking bullshit. You say that shit at a duty station or during a crisis? No, sir. No, sir. You're gone. What if I came to Canada and asked if you wanted to hit a local pub scene? Well, yeah. I don't do pub scenes, though. I don't do, like, club hopping and shit. That's not what I do. I don't like that. Find a nice pub, go to a pub, sit, have some food and some drink, and that's it. No sense moving all around, going from pub to pub. That's just not how we do things. That's not how I do things, anyway. Mark Lawrence throws in $10. Got a bit hung up, just made it. The 50,000 years adds up if they haven't been to the multiphasic planet in about 2 years. This show really has matured into the perfect 90s Trek fix. Yes, but they've slowly whittled down to the point where there's no humor. They slowly cut it out, and I miss the Seth MacFarlane Family Guy humor. It's one of the things that I liked about this show. Season 2 had some fantastic episodes, but there was always that little hint of humor every now and then. This season's been sorely lacking in that. And then any humor they have is very minute, or they're playing it very safe. So, not really the biggest fan of that. If you had something in your archives they might choose from, which would be the worst? I have all the Alien films, so that's unfortunate. If you had something in your archives that they might choose from, which was the worst? Movie-wise, could be anything. Could be like a horror movie would be terrible. Yeah, the Alien films or Predator or something. I think any of like the haunted house movies or something would be terrifying. So I don't know. That's a good question. The Holy Gabriel, as an avid stoner who has also had a shit ton of actual paranormal experiences, Gordon's saying, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Had me laughing because I have been there before myself. That's what I mean, but they know. But hey, now a pub crawl sounds awesome. I mean, yeah, I've never done pub crawling. Honestly, it's not my thing. I like to find a nice, comfortable place and just sit the hell down. Chuck A is here. Hello, Chuck. How's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Hit that like button, everybody. Viewership is way down on this. We only have 14 people here. Oof, you guys are hurting my feelings. Well, not you guys, because you're here, but anyone that's watching this after the fact that missed it. And I have no moderators, which is nice. Jedek says he's a shit stirrer. I don't know why he said that. Don't know what shit you're stirring, but if you're talking about the pub crawl thing, it's not really stirring the shit necessarily. But if you're gonna get kicked out of the bar, that's not cool. Squadra Course throws in $1, so thank you so much, Squadra Course. Just chipping away at those with the super chats, $1 super chat. It won you the last place slot in the last live, so. Oh, he's gotta move something here. Hate when things get moved around in the library. And trust me, I can tell. I can't afford the Canadian strippers. Well, then that's a shame. When I drink, I'm chill. I hate fighting, but I love messing with people. Well, messing with people when they're drunk will sometimes get you in a fight. And I ain't gonna have your back, man. You get in a fight, I'm gonna watch you get beat the fuck down. It's like, oh, dude, I'm not getting involved. You asked for every second of it. I'm just kidding. I'd probably have your back. I don't know. What's the IDW books over the pug? Those are Transformers. Transformers, the War, or the IDW collection. I've got volumes 1, 2, and 6. Then I got the IDW 30th anniversary Transformers collection. And I got a bunch of IDW books over there, a lot of graphic novels and stuff in that particular shelving unit. I still need to do a live where we look at the shelving units and see what's on each shelf. So I'm going to get a taste of what's going on in here. But considering this one's Orville, I'm not going to do that for this one. So Tell you what, if you're ever in Virginia, I know some fantastic pubs, some of which happen to be several centuries old and crazy frickin' haunted. That's cool. I'm down. Good comics. I think IDW lost the license to Transformers. Probably. Diamond Select lost the license for Star Trek, which pisses me off. So, but that being said, I've actually lately acquired some nice Diamond Select Star Trek ships. So nice. I like checking out other people's bookshelves. Yeah, that's something that I'll do for a live one weekend, or maybe for a captain's log for the Captain Foley personal channel or something. Speaking of, if you're not subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, just type it in, Captain Foley personal channel, into the search bar on YouTube, and please subscribe to the channel. I want to boost my subscribers a little bit. I've got some good videos coming out, some that I've filmed, some that I've already edited and uploaded, and some that are scheduled, some that are in the filmed stage but will be edited early next week. So go subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel. There's a lot more to me than just Star Trek, and I don't want to fill up the Trekyards feed with all the non-Star Trek stuff. So check out the Captain Foley personal channel if you have not done so already. And subscribe. Have you watched any of the Adam Savage videos of props for the next big prop store auction? They're selling off some amazing stuff. I haven't seen any of the Adam Savage stuff for a while now, so no. Captain's log. Still won't flush. We'll try again later. It's true. Or Captain's log. Damn. I'm going to have to go get a tape measure. That could be a world record. Gross. I know. I hear you. So, there we talked about the episode. There's really not a lot to talk about. It was cool seeing the return of a season 1 storyline. They are kind of Q-like in their powers, I guess. But I don't know. It's the worst of the 3 of this season for me. That being said, it was still friggin' great. So, yeah. Captain's log supplementary. Total clog. Engineering required. Claude says, going back to the Orville episode, the new Q-like race makes me wonder, was she the only one in her race like that? How long have they been like that? Is it relatively new to them? It's a good question, because it's 50,000 years have passed for them. And she's complaining about immortality already. Like, it's not like she's millions of years old. I don't think she's the only one like that. I get the feeling that they're all like that now, so it's a good question. It's a very good question. You look like you need sleep, man. Why do you keep saying that? I'm not tired. I'm a little tired. But, no, I've been getting pretty good sleep lately, so. Have you seen any of the Steve Shives Star Trek videos? He's off-putting, but his review of the Stranger World episode was pretty good. Yeah, I love watching Steve Shives. I don't really find him off-putting. Yeah, sure, he says some political stuff or whatever. Fine, whatever. But he's very articulate. He's very educated. He makes really good videos and has really good talking points and can deliver them beautifully. So I think Steve Shives is great. I don't watch him all the time, but I do catch the odd one here and there. And his not actually Star Trek or Star Trek not actually videos are always really good. I enjoy Steve Shives, I really do. And yeah, I don't find him off-putting ever really. He's very opinionated. He doesn't agree with canon necessarily. He says, do what you want to do. Canon's not really that important. That I disagree with him on, but it's one of those things. I mean, I watched The Critical Drinker too. I think he's a very entertaining guy. That's all I've got for today. Go away now. Watch him all the time. I don't always agree with him. Most of the time, I don't agree with him, honestly, but he's so entertaining to watch. So I watched Critical Drinker. There's also another one called Robot Head, who's very anti new Star Wars. But he's also super entertaining, makes really good points and really well structured, well put together videos. So yeah, don't always agree with him, but it's interesting to hear his perspective. And a lot of times just like roll my eyes like, yeah, here we go with this shit again. But still enjoyable enough to watch. So that's just how it is. Can't agree with everybody all the time. Don't be sorry, Jadek. I'm just not feeling particularly tired. A John Delancey cameo in Orville would be funny. Yeah. That part about needing to feel mortality seems somewhat childish. You would think an old-lived race of immortals might have been past the need of such things. That's the thing, though. They've evolved to the point where they don't experience death, so they're curious about it. So they're seeing it from the perspective of different people. I think that's interesting. If you can't actually die, experience it through somebody else, because they're bored. They're at that point where, you know, being immortal is great, but after a while, it gets boring. So maybe if they'd said we need to be reminded what mortality is like, so we can relate to other species, that probably would have been a little bit better. Sure. The Holy Gabriel, yeah, just have Q pop in and simply say, this isn't the right universe. Snap his fingers and just disappear. Yeah. Claude says, yeah, that would have been a difficult spin. That would have been a different spin to it. It is interesting. That's why I liked the little talk they had at the mess hall at the end. It was nice. Yes. Yeah, I still maintain that if that was TNG, at the end of a TNG episode, would be a Riker that had that stupid smirk on his face and be like, I'd want to be immortal. I want to see what happens. Just seems like a Riker thing to say. Picard, I can't see saying that. Data would probably say, chances are I might be immortal. So, yeah. Worf would think that's very un-warrior-like to be immortal. Crusher, I don't think she'd be on board. Deanna wouldn't be. Wesley, being a kid, might say something stupid like that, but I think Riker's the one that would. Geordi, I can't see Geordi saying that either, that he'd want to live forever. Let's see. Being immortal is like owning only one porno and watching it over and over. At first it's good, but then you grow tired of it. Yeah. How about a Tim Allen cameo? I still think it would be funny if Orville was set in the future of Galaxy Quest universe. Hey, that would be great. Admiral Taggart. Admiral Taggart. That's his name. Sorry, that was only supposed to be one, isn't? Yeah, but there was way more than one. I thought you were like, this isn't. You know, I thought that's what you were going for. Claude, to me, immortal would be a possible concept unless you can prove to me that the universe is immortal too. LOL. BJ says, perhaps off-putting was the wrong word. I found many of Shive's videos very thoughtful and informative. He made a very good point on how they artfully included in Strange New Worlds a gender non-binary character that pointed out that Spock perhaps would be a radically non-binary between Earth and Vulcan. Yes. Claude, if the universe ends at some point, immortal seems moot at best. Yeah, and everything ends. I mean, but Yeah, that's a good point. Sorry, just kind of cleaning things up here. Seth MacFarlane's last line was great. I feel the same. I wanted to see what happens. I love history. I also watch a lot of news. I don't watch news. My anxiety and depression can't handle the news. So I just don't listen or watch the news. After having had my near-death experience, I don't wish to die and greatly enjoy life, but also immensely look forward to being dead again, having experienced just a small taste of the hereafter. Damn. Well, at least you've given us hope that there's something to look forward to afterwards. Claude says, can you imagine being a god that's stuck in a universe set to end at some point? I'd be pissed, lol. The problem is everything ends, so... Guys, hit that like button if you haven't, and keep the super chats coming. I haven't had a super chat in a while, but if you guys want a super chat, I'd really appreciate it. It would really help us out. And if you don't want to right now, if you want to wait till tomorrow, please join us tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, the Trekyards is kicking off probably around noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and it'll probably go for a good 4 or 5 hours. So if you guys want to stop in and wish us happy birthday or just get us drunk, ask us questions, should be a ask must answer kind of thing. That'd be fun as well. So Squadra Course still chipping away with those $1 super chats. Thank you so much, Squadra Course. Those are a big deal. They help out quite a bit. So plus he also wants that last super chat slot, I think. How long am I going to talk about the Orville this episode? Not long, because there's really nothing to talk about. It wasn't that great of an episode for me, and it was just sort of okay, So I think I'm done talking about it and my points on it. But if you guys have anything you want to talk about, let me know. Jada Productions says, I'd kick in some coin if I could spare it. Just broke, and my health ain't so good either. Oh, man, sorry to hear all of that. Squadra Course, got a minute for a Trek ship question? Sure. Is my answer. Throw it at me. Let's see what we can do. Holy Gabriel, dude, using the word paradise to describe it is truly an insult to what actually comes next. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Hope loved ones are there, and I hope all my old pets are there. I love animals. When this one dies, oh my goodness, I will be heartbroken. So, anyway, what determines who? Okay. Still waiting. BJ says, trailer for next Strange New Worlds episode is out. Next is the fantasy dress up episode. Yes. Where Mbanga goes to the bridge and is a king. Squadra Course, what determines who's in charge next when the command crew gets killed off? Is it assigned or rank, etc.? I think there's a structured assignment based on bridge personnel, or because not all officers serve on bridge duty. Like there are some division officers. That being said, once the bridge crew are taken out, then it's probably more of assignment, like just probably seniority and rank. It's a good question, though. I think it's probably structured differently in different eras, like TOS versus TNG. I think there's probably different protocols for that, but it's a good question. I don't really have an answer for you. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that next Strange New Worlds episode. It'll be a fun little distraction, but it feels like it's going to be very much a TOS episode, which is fine. I love TOS, but we'll see how it goes. Ugh. My eyes are so sore today. There's pollen in the air or something. Maybe that's why I look tired. I would think if the command crew is gone and the engineering crew would take over. I mean, possibly. Claude says, I guess if the command crew is out, the security division of the ship would get a chunk of responsibility all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm not sure how it would work. If it would be based on seniority and rank or just rank. That's a very good question. I think bridge crew would have a different ranking structure. So bridge crew, even the rotational shifts for bridge crew, like night shift and stuff, would be the first ones in line for that kind of thing. But yeah, don't quote me on that because I honestly don't know. I don't know how the military necessarily does that. So in the United States Navy, the next in line is the most senior line officer, so command and engineering, but not medical or supply. Royal Navy excludes engineering, just what Starfleet calls command division. And yes, I know what USN stands for. Thank you. Yeah. Starfleet is structured very similarly to the Navy. However, it is not exclusively the Navy structure, the way of doing things. It is a future organization. I hesitate to say military because it's not military. Kind of is though, just for the record. But anyway, it kind of is an amalgamation of all of the services, one would imagine, and then plus other Federation member worlds as well would contribute stuff. It's funny, Star Trek 6 had Colonel West. There are no colonels in Starfleet, for the record. That's the only time a colonel or a major would show up. I think there was a major in one episode or something. It's just not how Starfleet is structured to include colonels. But hey, it was cool. But it was a deleted scene, so they decided to take it out. Dang it, LOL, it was a good question. No, it was a good question. We're a joint service. I'd like to see a ship run by non-coms. That would be cool. Squadron course. I appreciate everybody's input. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible for things in the books. Yes, indeed, sir. Keep up the good work. Still haven't read it yet. Jadek says joint service. I'll get the lighter. Joint service. That's funny. It's like bottle service. Colonel West in Star Trek 6 would be retconned as the 23rd century Mako branch. Starfleet is a uniformed service with national security mission, among several others, upgunned Coast Guard. Sure, still a military organization. Hate to break it to you guys. They're there to defend and protect the interests and safety of the Federation and its member worlds. So, it's a military service. Yes, they do scientific work most of the time, scientific and exploration. However, when there's a problem, guess who's there with phasers ablazing? It's the military. Hate to break it to you. Hate to break it to you, Jean-Luc Picard. It's not a military service. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that just so you feel better. Kirk says we're a joint service to the United States Air Force pilot in that one episode. Perhaps yesterday's Enterprise. No, it's tomorrow is yesterday. Yesterday's Enterprise is TNG. Mr. Anderson, and Section 31 is an obvious CIA analog. Claude says military. No. Just kidding. Squadron course. I explained Colonel and Major by saying that those are alternate titles used by officers that have ground-based assignments. Sure. I'm sure there's some really valid explanation for that. There's a lot of Star Trek books behind you, which a lot of them probably have rankings in. Some of them are even like beta canon stuff. But yeah, we'll go with that. Every time I hear Picard say that I'm half expecting to hear some crotchety old enlisted guy calling bullshit. It's like, yeah, Starfleet's not a military organization. Bullshit. Oh, sorry. No. Then Picard says, "Shut up." BJ says that's the interesting politics of Starfleet. They claim not to be what they are. From Enterprise series, you can see how they evolve rapidly from NASA to Space Force. Yeah. Holy Gabriel, I grew up off base of NSWC Dahlgren, which is one of the United States Navy's Area 51 type research facilities. I was a teen when they began test firing the railgun, which could still be clearly heard over 30 miles away in Fredericksburg, the closest city. Fredericksburg, Texas, says Squadron Course. Because he's from there, I guess. I don't know. He'll let you know. He maybe knows somebody there, maybe grew up there. I don't know. We'll find out. Squadron Course, we're waiting on you. Virginia. No, just been there. They have a great beer festival. Aren't all beer festivals great? Just having a beer festival automatically implies it's great. Just saying. Yep. I'm kind of running out of things to say, guys. So if you have anything else you want to say about the episode, let me know. Beer, beer, beer. Beer is good for you. I don't know about that necessarily, but sure. Keep telling yourself that. Really? What is wrong with you? You're the worst kind of dog. You are an embarrassment to dogs everywhere. In my sci-fi I'm working on, I have both a Starfleet and a Space Force, like Navy versus military. Navy versus military divide of the 19th century. The U.S. had Navy Department and War Department. In UK, it was the Admiralty and the War Office. Vegemite is skimmed from beer vats here. Ah yes, Vegemite. Safe Commander, have you heard about the upcoming game Star Trek Resurgence? Yes. We've already done a live talking about it. I am excited for it. I can't wait to see it and play it. And I'll be doing live streams of it for sure when it comes out. So stay tuned for those. Yes, Resurgence. Hell yeah. In on the Potomac downstream from DC, back when World War II, there was a nonstop train from the Navy Yard to DC to Naval Surface Warfare Center. Dahlgren. Cool. Well, I'm working on the alert station assignments for every crewman on the Cerebus. Will be interesting to see how many security, repair, medical teams there are. It's on the Potomac. It's on the Potomac, everybody. The Potomac River. So, how you guys doing? Doing well? Yeah. Probably gonna call this soon. It's been an hour. Done talking about the episode, honestly. Like I said, it was the worst out of the 3 from this season, for me anyway. Gotta do our Trekyards tomorrow, so tune in for that. See what you guys are still saying. I have a scene where an admiral claims Starfleet is not the military, and the Commodore calls him out, given they are at a court-martial over the use of antimatter bomb. Squadron Course says that bothered me about Strange New Worlds. When they went to alert, there would have been a lot of crew and security detail. Yes. Cap, you need a beer. You're not lying. Squadron Course was still a great episode. Just wish they explained that better. Explained what better? Are you talking about the Orville episode? We're not talking about Strange New Worlds at this point. We talked about that last night and earlier today, so. Oh, dang, it's 11 a.m. LOL. Was fun. I'm out. See ya. Good night. See ya, Claude. PJ Chiron. Another scene for the Starfleet captain says to the new officer, who stiffly salutes, "Relax, Lieutenant. This is not the Space Force. Here on Calliope, we're all friends." Strange New Worlds, how easily the ship was taken. Yes, that was not explained at all. Well, I order you to crack a tinny after this and kick back watching old bad sci-fi. I don't have any beer. Actually, that's a lie. I have one bottle of Red Stripe beer left in the fridge. I don't think I'll have that tonight, though. I think I'll wait till tomorrow. The Holy Gabriel. I honestly wasn't a fan of last week's episode of the Orville. I'm an arachnophobe who's not a fan of jump scares. Yes, I understand that then. Yes. That being said, the creature transformations were great. The creature design was great. I have a real problem with the end of that episode, though. Like, how many crew did we lose to these things? Who cares? We're not even going to bother telling you. They just get off the ship. 11 p.m. LOL. Wow. How much worse would it be if it was 11 a.m.? Well, it's 11 p.m. here as well. So, BJ says we can talk Sherlock Holmes. Any new TV series or films coming out or in the works? Heard rumors there might be another Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie, which... Robert Downey Jr., I love the man. He's a great Tony Stark. Good actor, fine person, great human being. But as Sherlock Holmes, he sucks my left nut because he does not make a good Holmes in any way, shape, or form. For the record. So, that's a whole other discussion. I recently read an article where they ranked the 100 best on-screen Holmes, and he was like 87. Like with 100 being the worst, he was at 87. He's not a good Holmes. I'm planning to have a scene where the main character from the Mirror Universe debates a command decision with a Starfleet officer based on their different doctrines. Nice. Hey, I'm just happy it wasn't a Finn episode again. I like the character, but other characters need some screen time also. Yep. The Holy Gabriel. Hey, Cap, have you started season 3 of For All Mankind yet? Yeah. Yes, I watched the first episode. I didn't realize that they release it weekly. I thought, like with Netflix, they just dump the whole thing on. That's what I thought was going to happen. So I watched the first episode, and I'm like, I'm going to wait till the season's done or damn near done before I start watching again. Yeah, you're snoring. So I rubbed your nose. I rubbed your little nose. So you would stop snoring. So yes, I saw episode 1. Chaddock says Will Ferrell makes a better Holmes than he. I still have yet to see Holmes and Watson. I've heard really bad things about it. And then one of my people I talked to online who's a Sherlock Holmes fan says, you gotta watch it, it's pretty good. I do need to watch it at some point, but I'm not in no way ever paying for it. I have to see that free. Maybe it's free on some service. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. I don't know. But I've heard really bad things. That being said, I really love Will Ferrell. I love him in Ricky Bobby and Stranger Than Fiction and so many other great things. And I watch all things Sherlock Holmes, so I should really watch it. The best Sherlock Holmes parody, though, is without a doubt, pardon the pun, the movie Without a Clue with Ben Kingsley and Michael Caine. Fantastic movie. Such a great flick. Holmes in the short stories novels was a bit of a man of action, physical action, but the Robert Downey Jr. films seem to overdo it. Yeah, and he doesn't act like Holmes, he doesn't look like Holmes. He's just an eccentric idiot. Squadron Course says, gotta run. It was fun hanging out. Hope everyone has a good weekend, or a great weekend. See you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, that means you're coming to the Trekyards. Awesome. Jaddock says, oh, watch Oh, watch Walk Hard. That's a good movie. Walk Hard. Haven't heard of it. Squadra Course still chipping away with another dollar super chat. So thank you so much, Squadra Course. You might have that last super chat slot because no one else is super chatting during this live. So, BJ Charon, nice thinking about homes. Nice thing about homes is you can do so many different takes on the character and stories. Perhaps the way to view Star Wars or Star Trek nowadays without a clue was very good. Old School is still by far my favorite raunchy comedies, along with Euro Trip. Colin is here. Hello, Colin. BJ throws in $1 to snipe Squadra Course and get that last super chat slot, probably. Okay. You don't look comfortable. You don't get comfortable. Walk Hard is a parody of Walk the Line. Gotcha. Well, guys, I'm going to call it there, I think. Keep this short and sweet because I don't want to go on and on and on and on and on. I'd love to hang out with you guys, but honestly, we're going to be doing a lot of talking tomorrow in the Trekyards, so that'll be the time to have these discussions. I do love hanging out with you guys without Samuel, though, because it's easier to kind of just chat with you guys, but you ain't taking my monkey. Did you hear what happened to Justin Bieber? Yes, he got half of his face paralyzed. So, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Anyway, we'll be chasing ghosts around a prison tomorrow. Oh, Colin, man. Awesome stuff. All right, on that note, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for everybody that super chatted, all of you hanging out with me, and thanks for talking Orville with me. There wasn't a lot to talk about this episode, unfortunately, but I think we covered it all. If you're just watching this after the fact and you couldn't super chat because you didn't catch it live, there's a super thanks button down there. Hit that. You can select an amount. It's just like a super chat, only for non-live videos. So it goes for all of you as well. Guys, if you're watching any of our older content, any of our newer edited content, or if you miss a live and watch it later, you can hit the super thanks button, which is just down there below me, probably right about there, I guess, if you don't have the window maximized, right about there. So hit that super thanks and support us that way. Ooh, demonic activity. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, yes, be safe, obviously. And I'll catch you guys later. Have yourselves a good night. It's Captain Foley, that's me, signing off and saying goodbye to you. That's you. Catch you tomorrow, guys. Come to the Trekyards. You know you want to. It'll be fun. Promise.